Welcome back everybody to another Cricket 19 career mode. My name is Dean, following the story and the journey of Andy Owen. And that is a cracking shot to get today's video underway. We're currently 104 not out after that shot. And we're coming up against Queensland and we're in a little bit of a pickle at the moment. We are down still by a further 85 runs. We're 3 for 185 at the moment. I've got 104 of those runs, as I said, and we're going to try and progress the game today. This could be the last game, or the last sort of day's play of this match, so we are going to try and progress it as best we can. And we've already started off with a few boundaries, 3 in this over now, including the one that got us to the 100. But it's just been one of those games we've played quite well. This will be a cheeky 2. And we're going to come back for it. So 14 from the over, 3 for 191. And here is that 100 wagon wheel. Lots of leg side. Not too much on the offside happening over there. And not even too much straight, to be perfectly honest. It's been a lot of around the ground sort of areas. So the key things, I guess, for Victoria in this match now. That's super wide again. We saw Labuschagne bowling this very wide line yesterday in his first over. Got hit for about 15 or 16 runs. Outside the leg stump, bowling very wide. We'll just pick up the one here just to give ourselves a bit of a rest. But yeah, we saw Queensland got themselves into a very strong position after their first innings, making about 400 odd. Victoria only about the 180 in that first innings, and now it's up to the Vics to set a total, or at least get back to square one and then set a total here that Queensland can chase down. And I think as long as I'm in and I'm providing a big enough score for us to do that, then we should be okay. Or like we should at least give ourselves every opportunity to win the game. We are only 3 down as well, so if we say like every batsman gets 20 runs from here on in, that's a further 120 from the remaining 6 wickets. Gee, that was a certain boundary saved, I reckon, there. And a man around the corner. Interesting little position to have him in. Could almost create an opportunity. Let's have a look. It was sort of off the bounce, but a good little stop there. Yep. Oh, this time gets past the fielder. This time it's 4. Or not. Saved on the rope. Should come back for 3. But we're just continuing to chip away at this big total. Well, it's not a massive total, but at least it's a big lead we've got to chip away at. I like Labuschagne coming over the wicket. It's much more dangerous. Oh, bang. Cop that. That's 4. Yep. Through mid-wicket. Couple more runs, and we're continuing, I guess, to close this lead down of Queensland. It's now down to 56 runs. There's still a day and sort of 3/4 left to play, or it's probably 90% left of today's play and the last day's play of day 4 remaining. So there's still plenty of time for us to get a lead. And 50 partnership between these two as well. Very well done. Very well done. Edge and falls short. So Feldman finally created an opportunity from my bat, but I didn't push hard at it. Soft hands. Meant Edge didn't carry. Now, I've also been criticised lately for not going on and making a very big score after making 100. I've made sort of anywhere between the 100 to 1 sort of 15 mark over the past 3 or 4 hundreds. We've had a one score, I think, above 150. So there's only been one of those hundreds that we've really taken to a big sort of 100 level. And I feel like today it's almost necessary that we go on and get another big score. Again, there's a misfield that'll allow us to come back for a second run here. But anything sort of in the 160 to 180 mark probably gets us into a very strong position in the match. It would probably be we would probably be in front at that point as well, and we would probably also hopefully be in a strong enough position to then create a total that's going to be difficult to chase down. Obviously, this man Marnus Labuschagne is going to try, and if we can really show that, hey, we're the guy who can dig a team out of a bad situation that is someone who is worthy of playing for their nation. And we are very, very close, I think, to getting that opportunity. So this 100 today is probably our most important out of all the ones that we've got. And let's hope we can keep building upon it throughout the rest of this match. And hopefully it becomes a really big 100. Oh, it's a good shot. That's 4. Now this lead is dwindling for Queensland. It's down to 16. We've continually chipped at it, and we've got it down pretty low. Spinner Swepson comes back into the attack bowl. The 10 overs so far. 1 for 56. That's not glove, and I'm very glad that it was just all pad. Oh, gee, that is a good, quick delivery that I'm very lucky, I think, to get away with, because that probably would have maybe just been missing the off stump, but I've got to be wary of that. I've just adjusted my stance a little bit here. And there'll be a single. Is that another wide? It is another wide, which means the scores are now level. And now we can continue to build and create a target that's going to be difficult for Queensland to chase down. We're going to pick up 2 here. And those will be the runs that give us the lead. Yeah, it's nice. Couple more. Just the 2. What about a 3? We've run the first couple hard. We're coming back for 3, and Gotch will get there. Very good. So this partnership now being absolutely massive here for Victoria. Gotch is on 57. The partnership's worth 158. It's been an absolutely sensational one for the two of us. And if we're still at the crease, I'm going to say at the end of this opening morning session, I think Victoria are in position A to win the game, because you're 3 down. You've got 2 blokes who are in at the crease. I know it says Gotch's confidence there is quite low, but 2 blokes that are in at the crease on reasonable runs. They're ready to make more runs, and we can set a big total to chase. Even if we get the total up to 180, as I said, we go back to that 20 runs per wicket on average between now and the end of the innings. That's still a lead of 140 for us. And that's probably not how it works, but that's a big total, or a tricky total for them to be chasing down. Swepson now, he's bowled okay, but they've all the leg spinners, both Swepson and Labuschagne, have bowled very, very wide outside the leg stump, and it has allowed. And again, we're going to get away with a single here. That is 150 up for Andy Owen. Massive total. And it's a big score at a time that we needed it. 15 boundaries there off the 150. And our highest score in this Sheffield Shield, not this season, but I think in our first class career, is 166. So we will be looking to pass that. You can see even in this just wagon wheel how much of a grind this innings has been. Lots and lots of shots, lots and lots of runs are made. Oh, I found the gap on the offside this time. Swepson's little move of going over the wicket hasn't worked for him just yet. That's 3 runs. Good running between the wickets. Oh, what a screamer of a catch! Thick outside edge. Diving to his left. Neeser gets the wicket. And what a catch it was that it took to get rid of me. Andy Owen gone for 153. It was a big score. Was it enough to give Victoria an opportunity to win the game? Their bottom order is going to need to do the job. I've done just about everything I can. We got the lead to a good spot. Gotch and Mojave doing a good job there. Wickets tumbled, but the total might be enough for us. So Usman Khawaja's in. I'm bowling. The total is 177. Is what Queensland need for victory. Khawaja, Owen, Renshaw. The battle at the top. Let's see how it goes. It's a good start. Edge taken. Wicket falls. The risk paid off with the field. Plenty of men around for the edge. And it happens. And a great take in the field there as well. Number 76, whoever that is. Bloody good catch. It was Mackenzie Harvey. Renshaw goes for 26. Victoria get the first. And it brings the captain, Labuschagne, to the crease. So all of a sudden, just a fraction of hope. Oh, I think I've got to run out here. I'm backing this in. Oh, no, I think he stepped down. Jeez, it was close, wasn't it? Oh, man, it was close. I was ready for it. Oh. Gee, what an over. An eventful over. Almost had Kawaja out as well. Edged, and it's through. I've got all these slips here, and it's still got through. He pushed hard at it. He swung hard. And it still found a gap. Let's have a look. Did it go over the top, or did it go just straight in between? Oh, it went straight in between fourth slip and gully. You almost need a fifth slip in. It's such a shame that's where it has to go, isn't it? So there's only 5 more runs left for Queensland to win this match. We're hitting day 4 now, and it's been a little bit disappointing from a Victorian point of view that we couldn't quite get the wickets we needed to win the match. Outside edge, and it's dropped. If only it had carried, it would have been absolutely lovely. That's another edge. That'll be 4. Scores will be... we'll still have a 1-run lead, but I haven't bowled that badly. And unfortunately, I just haven't bowled well enough. At the end, it's going to be a Queensland victory over Victoria here. Andy Owens, big knock of 153. Not going to be enough. And that should be the game right there. They'll come back for 2. Queensland will win. And Victoria, disappointed. I'm disappointed. But unfortunately, sometimes you can't have it all. And we didn't have it all today. Queensland winning by 5 wickets. They got this victory done. Done the right way as well. This was a ripping catch. Get out Matty Renshaw. But it wasn't to be for the Vicks. Couple of edges. Kawaja going through. Slips and whatever. Jack Wildermuth was the player of the game. Took 3 wickets in Victoria's innings. I don't know how many runs he made. I mean, Andy Owen made 153, but Hazlitt made 150 there as well. So, like, there were runs, but ultimately wickets were what won it for Queensland. And they got it home by 5 wickets in the end. All right. Nothing else has been happening other than Gary saying, mate, I know you've signed, but you're now the captain as well. You haven't played a single game for them, but you're going to be the captain. You're also going to be the captain of Barbados and also Glamorgan. Surely Australia have recruited you to the team. Yes. Yes, 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 they have. You just seem to have caught the eye of Australia for their tour of Afghanistan in the one-day international series. If you want to just sign here, listen here, Jerry. I'm telling you now, I'll be signing. Where's the pen? Give me a pen. Anywhere's got a pen. Here is our contract from Australia. Andy Owen has signed on the dotted line here on his Australian contract. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I don't want to play this nonsense. I want to play for Australia. Let's go! Bugger off. I don't need to play first-class cricket when I have a one-day series to prepare for. Simulate! Glamorgan, yeah, look, I've been signing contracts all day, Jerry. Come on, give me something new. So the first-class final for the first class, the Sheffield Shield, we lost, which is fantastic because it means it was not my fault. But you know what that means? You know what it bloody means? It means we're playing for Australia. It means Andy Owen is playing for Australia. So, with that in mind, the next video you guys will be seeing is, of course, the Australian one-day international debut of Andy Wilson Owen. Thank you all so much for watching today's video and the series up until this point. I think we're going to keep going with it a little bit longer until we get into the test arena with Andy Owen. But finally, we get to play some Australian matches. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all later. Goodbye.